Not all witchcraft is dark spells and evil forces. More typical of modern Wicca is Selena Fox. In America's Midwest, she embraces people with white magic.
A lot of people really confuse witchcraft or Wicca, pagan religions, with devil worship. They feel that it's evil, that we're harming people, that we're putting spells over people without, consulting them, and we're really not coming from that space at all. Most people who get to know us realize what we're doing is a very positive thing, that we're working with the energies of the earth, that we're very much tuned into a love consciousness, that we're seeking to do those kinds of things that religions all around the world have at their very essence, which is working with healing, working with love, working with achieving an inner balance and an inner communion with the divine. The ritual that we are doing is being held on a mound, sacred mound, which we believe was used by Native American peoples here thousands of years. We decided we would reactivate it as a sacred place. So this ceremony is for dedicating the mound as an earth healing temple. In this sacred circle, there is unity, there is love. We are one with each other and with the earth, the spirit of this place. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
We consecrate this place as a sacred place of healing. We are part of a whole. We are part of all of Mother Earth, and it's important to see that and to work in harmony with the other life forms. And by putting that thought there, if enough people held that image in their mind, real magic would start happening on the planet. People would start treating each other differently. They would start not only treating other humans differently, but plants and animals and the ground that we walk on, the air that we breathe, the water that we drink. Magic is real, and I don't see it as supernatural, but very much natural.
We call the spirits of North from the home of the northern winds and spectacular lights. Bless this sacred space with your gifts of groundedness.
We call the spirits of West, land of the setting sun, of the moon and the oceans, of the waters within our minds and our bodies.
Spirit of South,
bring us intuition,
arise in us,
for this circle.
Consecrate this temple of the earth.
We call to the earth, we call to the sky, Mother Earth, Father Sky, we call the spirit of center, the earth, the sky, the planet, the heavens and stars. We call to spirit to bless us that are working, so mote it be. A few months ago, a national Catholic newspaper interviewed me. And the first thing I said to them was Jesus Christ was a witch. And talked about how the path of Wicca and its love consciousness is real similar to what Christ was espousing. The golden rule we have is worded a bit differently, and harm none, do what you will, but it's the same thing. No, it's loving your neighbor as yourself.
More light, more love, more freedom, more joy. 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 More light, more love, more freedom, more joy.
Bexhill-on-Sea, a small English resort town. Alex Sanders lives here. Among occultists, he's internationally renowned as the king of the witches. Approaching 70, he believes he can still summon magical forces. In particular, an Aztec fire spirit.
Right, doesn't it? She doesn't it?
The things that have happened over the years. It's sacrificial. Make sure it's central. In the old days, he used to throw his spears and his knives and cause fires.
You got it down more further one side than we have the other. Oh, it's pretty well.
The feathered being, the Aztec, he arrived about 12 years ago and started to manifest through me. And when he started to take over, I'm a trance medium.
Right.
And the moment I put the mask on, I start to change. I don't particularly like to do it. I'm already beginning to go.
Surprised.
I don't know whether I can stand up. It's changing. When the feather's gone, then I become a leader of my people, and I want to blaze a trail. I want to defend everything against evil and against wrongdoing. Oh, I get many strange looks and many people are frightened of me. That's their fault, not mine. I've got friends among the police and I help them too. I work for the Department of Occult Investigation. And I have to go sniffing fields, holes in the ground to find out where bodies are buried. I help. The magic, the way that I understand it, is to do with initiation of one's own inner being. And after many struggles, to have the ability to change one's consciousness at will. And that happens to me with the Aztec. I've been a magician since I was 16. My grandmother died in April. And in January, she gave me my second degree, which involved a third for the second time, and the third is the sacred rite of sex. And she took me through that, and a few months later she was dead.
Sanders' reputation spread rapidly to America. He's important enough to have had an entire tradition named after him, Alexandrian witchcraft. So how, one may ask, does it feel to be a witch in the computer age?
Being a modern contemporary witch in the world of computers, fantastic. I'll kill the bastard who stole my computer. I was getting everything worked out astrologically on 144 cassettes. And he walked in and took it. So much for magic.
One of Alexander's followers was an attractive young witch, Janet Farrer. She has since become the high priestess of a coven in Ireland.